Today, we're diving into the fascinating life and career of one of hockey's greatest legends, Dave Keon. From his humble beginnings to becoming a cornerstone of the Toronto Maple Leafs, Keon's journey is a testament to talent, perseverance, and the love of the game. Playing with the Toronto Maple Leafs for 15 seasons, Dave Keon would leave an indomitable mark, not just on the team, but on the league itself. His time with the team is more well-known than most of his controversies, but is just how some players would prefer it. Let us go through the life and career of Dave Keon, but before we do, let's talk about some of the controversies he has courted during his career. Be sure to like and subscribe to us for more videos on NHL icons. The turning point in Keon's career came with the arrival of Harold Ballard as the majority owner of the Maple Leafs in 1972. Ballard was notorious for his controversial management style and often clashed with players. Keon found himself at odds with Ballard over contract negotiations and leadership roles within the team. In 1975, after a season filled with tension, Ballard publicly criticized Keon's leadership abilities, stating that he didn't provide the guidance needed for the team. This public fallout marked the beginning of a bitter relationship between Keon and the Leafs organization that would last for decades. As tensions escalated, Keon sought a new contract that reflected his contributions to the team. However, Ballard refused to offer him a fair deal, leading Keon to explore options outside of Toronto. He signed a letter of intent with the Ottawa Nationals of the World Hockey Association, WHA, but that deal fell through just before training camp. Feeling cornered, Keon eventually signed a 3-year deal with the Leafs, but continued to face challenges under Ballard's management. The situation deteriorated further when Ballard made it clear that there was no future for Keon on the team after his contract expired in 1975. Ballard set exorbitant compensation demands that effectively blocked other NHL teams from signing him, forcing Keon to continue his career in the WHA instead. Keon joined the Minnesota Fighting Saints in the WHA, where he continued to showcase his skills, but felt a sense of bitterness toward how he had been treated by Ballard and the Leafs. His time in Minnesota was marked by solid performances. However, he never quite regained the spotlight he had enjoyed in Toronto. After several years in the WHA, including stints with other teams like the New England Whalers, Keon returned to the NHL in 1979 with the Hartford Whalers. Yet by this point, many of his best years were behind him. After retiring from professional hockey in 1982, Keon's grievances with Ballard and the Maple Leafs persisted. He refused to participate in any team events or ceremonies honoring him or his achievements. This estrangement reached its peak when he declined invitations to significant events like Maple Leaf Gardens' closing ceremony in 1999 and various celebrations recognizing his contributions to hockey. Fans were puzzled by Keon's refusal to reconcile with an organization that had once celebrated him as a hero. His bitterness seemed unshakable. Even after Ballard's death in 1990 and subsequent ownership changes within the team, Keon maintained his distance. It wasn't until 2016 that signs of reconciliation began to emerge. Under new management led by President Brendan Shanahan and GM Lou Lamoriello, Keon was invited back into the fold as part of a group honored with statues outside of what is now known as Scotiabank Arena. In an unexpected turn of events, Keon agreed to attend this ceremony, a significant departure from his previous stance against engaging with the organization. He expressed happiness about being recognized alongside other legends like Turk Broda and Tim Horton. This shift sparked discussions among fans about whether Keon's long-standing grudge had finally softened or if it was merely a gesture toward closure. Despite these controversies, Dave Keon's legacy as one of hockey's greats remains intact. He was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1986 and is often cited as one of the greatest players in Maple Leafs history. His contributions on ice, like setting an NHL record for shorthanded goals, are celebrated even as fans reflect on his tumultuous relationship with management. Keon's story serves as a reminder that even legends face challenges off ice that can shape their careers just as much as their athletic prowess does. Despite all of this, Dave Keon is much more than his controversies. Going through his career, we see a whole new side of him. Born on March 22, 1940 in Rouyn-Noranda, Quebec, Dave Keon grew up in a family that cherished sports. His passion for hockey ignited at a young age, and he quickly made a name for himself in local leagues. Keon's talent was undeniable. He showcased his skills with the Toronto St. Michael's Majors in the Ontario Hockey Association, OHA, where he caught the attention of scouts with his speed and agility. In 1960, Keon joined the Toronto Maple Leafs, making an immediate impact as a rookie. He won the prestigious Calder Memorial Trophy, awarded to the league's top rookie, after scoring 20 goals and adding 25 assists in his first season. This was just the beginning of an illustrious career that would see him become one of the most celebrated players in NHL history. Keon's tenure with the Maple Leafs from 1960 to 1975 was marked by incredible success. He was part of a team that captured 4 Stanley Cups, specifically specifically in 1962, 1963, 1964, and 1967. The peak of his career came during the 1966 and 67 season when he played a pivotal role in securing the cup against their arch rivals, the Montreal Canadiens. In that final series, Keon was not just a player, he was a force to be reckoned with. He famously shut down Canadiens' star center, Jean Beliveau, showcasing his defensive prowess and earning him the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in the playoffs. Interestingly, Keon holds a unique record. His 8 points during that playoff run are the fewest ever recorded by a non-goalie Conn Smythe winner. Throughout his career, Dave Keon was known for more than just his scoring ability. Standing at only 5'9", he defied expectations with his speed and skill on ice. He became renowned as one of the best defensive forwards of his era, often tasked with neutralizing opposing teams' top scorers. Keon's accolades include winning the Lady Byng Memorial Trophy twice for sportsmanship and gentlemanly conduct on ice, along with being selected to play in 8 All-Star games. His ability to balance offense and defense made him a versatile player who could adapt to any situation on ice. After leaving Toronto in 1975, Keon played for several teams, including stints in the World Hockey Association, WHA, with teams like the Minnesota Fighting Saints and New England Whalers. Despite facing challenges in these later years, Keon continued to demonstrate his skill and determination. He eventually returned to the NHL for brief periods with teams like the Hartford Whalers, before officially retiring from professional hockey in 1982. By then, he had accumulated an impressive total of 396 goals and 986 points over his career. Dave Keon's impact on hockey didn't end with his retirement. In 1986, he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, solidifying his status as one of hockey's all-time greats. His number 14 jersey was retired by the Maple Leafs in 2008, a fitting tribute to a player who embodied everything it meant to wear that iconic blue and white. In recent years, Keon's legacy has only grown stronger. In 2016, during Toronto's centennial celebrations, he was named the greatest player in Maple Leafs history, a title that reflects not only his skill, but also his deep connection with fans and teammates alike. Furthermore, he was recognized as one of the 100 greatest NHL players in history in 2017. Off the ice, Dave Keon is known for being a private individual who values family life. He has 2 children and enjoys spending time with them away from the spotlight that often accompanies professional athletes. His humility and dedication are characteristics that resonate well beyond hockey. As we wrap up our look at Dave Keon's remarkable life and career, it's clear that he is more than just a hockey player. He's an icon whose influence continues to inspire both current players and fans alike. From winning Stanley Cups to earning individual accolades while maintaining sportsmanship throughout his career, Keon's story is one of triumph against all odds. So next time you hear about the legends of hockey, remember Dave Keon, a true champion whose legacy will forever be etched in NHL history. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Dave Keon's life and career, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories about your favorite sports legends.